DiGiGrid, and we're here today at ESV TV looking at the DiGiGrid DLS and DLI, and I've got a DLS here in my hands. These are interfaces that bridge the gap between an Avid system, so an Avid Pro Tools essentially based system, and the SoundGrid network. And this gives us a couple of options and possibilities within our bigger environment. Let's first have a quick look at the back of the units. So this is the back of the DLS. We have our word clock in and out again, just like on the other units for clocking. We have our network switch, a 2-port switch built in. So as part of a bigger network system, we haven't got to buy external switches. We have something built in for you. And these are the two important ports on this unit and on the DLI, which is very similar. These are Avid compatible DigiLink connections. So operates in two potential modes. You can hook these up to Avid DSP cards or an HD native card, and it will act like an Avid interface, and that's one of its operation modes. Or alternatively, we can hook up to this Avid I/O boxes, so 192s, 96s, Omnis, and that acts as A to D and D to A converters off here. So we'll have a little look at those. I talk about the DLS and the DLI. They're essentially the same thing in terms of the back panel, but the DLS contains the Wave SoundGrid server, our DSP component, and the DLI is purely the network to DigiLink interface. So why would you want a DLS? Now, there's a couple of things it can do for you. If you've got an older HD system and you're running out of DSP, or you've got an HD native system and don't really have any extra DSP, adding this unit to your system gives you a DSP benefit. The SoundGrid processing runs Waves and other third-party SoundGrid plugins, so we can add or extend the life of a slightly older system by adding processing power to it, and that's really cool and really easy. We manage that through a special plugin interface that we'll have a look at in another video. But it also bridges the gap between a Pro Tools system and our network world, our SoundGrid network. You may think, why would I need networking? But actually think of it like this. If you add one of our interfaces, maybe this DLS, and you're gaining the DSP advantage, it also opens up to opening your world into some of our other interfaces. So you could add our IOX 12 mic line inputs onto your Pro Tools, or actually a series of these, any of these interfaces, and build yourself a remote controlled mic pre front end that then talks across our network straight into your Pro Tools system. You don't have to work with expensive other converters and a complicated patch-based system to do that front end. You've got easy, high-quality remote control interfaces from our IOX and IOC, or even a MADI interface, straight into your Pro Tools system across our network. And that's really cool because we can also use the advantage that we showed with the iOS, having 2 or 3 computers talk to each other across our network. So on one hand, you might look at this and go, well, it's just DSP, I don't need any DSP. But actually, opening your world up to incorporating, making a Logic composing rig or a Nuendo on a PC with your Pro Tools based main mix rig opens up a whole world of other possibilities. So this is the DLS, the DLI up here, the same thing without the SoundGrid server. If you want to try them, rent them, buy them, or just find out some more information, go to eastwoodsoundandvision.com.